Shalom Yashala Shalom. Dabarabanya Yashala coming out with another episode bringing out those holy precepts. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Abba Yahweh, Bahashim, Hawashai, Bashir, Hakar, Kadash, Truth, Father, Deliverer, and Savior's names in ancient Paleo Hebrew, Lashawan, Kodash, the Holy Tongue. Hope everybody's the Most High blessed. Again, bringing out those holy precepts. Today we're going to be reading out of the book of Ecclesiasticus, the book of Sirach, out of the Apocrypha. Okay, Ecclesiasticus, out of the Apocrypha. I'm going to read chapter 10. Spirit of the Most High God, Yahweh Shem Yahweh. Let's get it. Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 and verse 1 reads, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. Okay? A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. And we know who it is, the King of Kings, Lords of Lords. Okay, let me bring out a couple of precepts before I really get into this lesson. Let's go into the book of Luke, St. Luke, chapter 4 and verse 4. Little disclaimer here. And Yahweh answered and said, Salaki, and Yahweh answered him, saying, it is written that man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word of the Most High. Okay, that man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word of the Most High. And we know where is the words of the Holy Father? The Bible. Okay, let's get another verse. This is St. John 8 and 13. And it reads, the Pharisees therefore said unto him, thou bearest record of thyself. Thy record is not true. Okay, the Pharisees therefore said unto him, thou bearest record of thyself. Thy record is not true. Let's see what the king said. Red letters, King of Kings speaking. St. John 8 and 14. Yahweh answered and said unto them, though I bear record of myself, yet my record is true, for I know whence I came and whither I go, but ye cannot tell whence I come and whither I go. Okay? So the King of Kings, Lords of Lords, who this regularly calls Jesus the Christ, but we know our true Messiah is a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah, pursuant to Hebrews 7 and 14. Okay? Though I bear record of myself, yet my record is true. Let's get another verse. Let's see what the Father says. 1 John 5 and 10. He that believeth on the Son of the Most High have the witness in himself. He that believeth not the Most High made him a liar, because he doesn't, he believeth not the record that the Most High gave of his Son. If you don't believe this Holy Bible, you're calling the Most High a liar. Okay? Read it again, 1 John 5 and 10. He that believeth on the Son of God, Yahweh, has the witness in himself. He that believeth not the Most High had made him a liar, because he believeth not the record that the Most High gave of his Son. If you don't believe in this Bible, you already made the Most High a liar. Okay? Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Holy Bible. Let's get Romans 3 and 3. And it reads, for what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? So what if some don't believe this Bible? Let's go to verse 4. Romans 3 and 4 reads, God forbid, yea, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar. As it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and might overcome when thou art judged. And that pursuant to Matthew 12 and 36 and 37, every idle word that you say against this Bible, you're going to have to give an account in the day of judgment. Okay? Point blank, period. Now let's get into this lesson. I prove if you don't believe this record, that's on you and the Most High. A wise judge that will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. Okay? Ecclesiasticus 10 and verse 3. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city is inhabited. Okay? Verse 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Read it again. The power of the earth is in the hand of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. Talking about his government. Okay? And as I piggyback my last lesson, when I brought up that the government is upon his shoulders, matter of fact, let's get it. Through the Spirit. Isaiah 9 and verse 6. And it reads, For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder. And his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty Power, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. We all know is the King of Kings, who this world called Jesus the Christ. Okay? But we know our King, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. This is all about his government coming on this earth. Thus saith the Lord, and thus saith the Holy Bible. What if some do not believe? Will that stop the Most High? Stop it. Isaiah 9 and verse 7. Of the increase of his government and peace there shall be no end. Upon the throne of David and upon his kingdom, to order it and to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth, even forever. The zeal of the Most High Yahweh of hosts will perform this. Okay? Predestined. The king's gonna claim this earth. Okay? Point blank, period. Let's get back to the lesson. Ecclesiasticus. Verse 4, the power of the earth is in the hand of Yahweh Shai, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. Verse 5, in the hand of the Most High is the prosperity of man, and upon the persons of the scribe shall he lay his honor. Ecclesiastes 10 and verse 6, bear not hatred to thy neighbor for every wrong, and do nothing at all by injurious practices. Okay? Talk about you're supposed to love your brother as you love yourself. Okay? Point blank, period. Let's bring out a couple of precepts. Salakia. Let's go to the book of Leviticus. Leviticus 19 and verse 11. I'm going to start with verse 11. I'm going to drop down to verse 16 and 17. Leviticus 19 and 11 reads, Ye shall not steal, neither deal falsely, neither lie to one another. And this is to an Israelite to another Israelite. Okay, we're not talking about the heathens. This is our law. The heathens don't have our law. Okay, I want to stay on topic. Let's go, let's get the 16th and the 17th verse talking about it. Verse 17, Leviticus 19 and 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in no wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him. Okay, talking about another Israelite. Okay, let's get verse 18, Leviticus 19 and 18. It's just the law, the Torah. Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people. Against only Israelites. Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am Yahweh. Okay? That's the law. Point blank, period. Let's get back to the lesson. Bear not hatred to thy neighbor for every wrong, and do nothing at all thy injurious practices. Verse 7. Pride is hateful before the Most High and man, and by both doeth one commit iniquity. Okay? Pride is hateful. The Most High hate prideful, proud people. Okay? Point blank, period. Verse 8. Because of unrighteousness, dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one person to another. Okay? Because of unrighteousness, dealing, injuries, and the riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one person to another. Verse 9. Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man, for such as one setteth his own soul to sell, because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels. Okay, we're talking about people selling their souls, for the riches of this world. Okay, the riches of this world. Verse 10. The physician cutteth off a long disease, and he that is today a king, tomorrow shall die. Okay? For when a man is dead, he shall inherit creepy things, beasts, and worms. Okay? Ecclesiasticus 10 and 12. The beginning of pride is when one departeth from the Most High, and his heart is turned away from his Maker. Okay? The beginning of pride is when one departed from the Most High, and his heart is turned away from his Maker. Okay? Let's bring out a couple of precepts. Let's talk about who's going to claim this world. Let's go to the book of Daniel chapter 7, and I'm going to start reading at 21st verse. Daniel 7 and 21 reads, I beheld, and the same horn made war with the saints. I broke down in my last lesson, if anybody's seen it, who are the saints? Okay, the 144,000 kings and priests of the Most High God, the first fruits. I made another video. The first fruits of the Most High are not of the world. Okay, I beheld, and the same horn made war against the saints, and prevailed against them. See, we know this world is coming against us, and we know we're going to fall in this world, just as the Messiah did. Okay? Just as the King of Kings did, we're going to fall. Read it again. Daniel 7 and 21. I beheld, the same horn made war with the saints, and prevailed against them. Okay? Daniel 7 and 22. Until the Ancient of Days came. Until the Ancient of Days came. Who is the Ancient of Days? The Most High, Yahweh. There is no time, days, nothing with the Most High. He exists. Okay? Until the Ancient of Days came, and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High, and the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom. Okay? Who's taking over this kingdom? The Israelites that are in captivity and bondage here. We're just waiting for our king. Okay? The one that the government is going to be on his shoulders. Pursuant to Isaiah the 9th chapter. Okay? Until the Ancient of Days came, and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High, and the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. We're taking this kingdom. Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Holy Bible. Let's go back into the Ecclesiasticus 10 and start reading from verse 13. For pride is the beginning of sin, and he that have it shall pour out abominations. And therefore Yahushua brought upon them strange calamities and overthrew them utterly. Okay? For pride is the beginning of sin, and he that it shall be poured out abomination, and therefore Yahweh Shai brought upon them strange calamities and overthrew them utterly. He's talking about these other nations. Verse 14, Yahweh Shai has cast down the thrones of proud prince and set up the meek in their stead. Okay? Ecclesiastes 10 and 15, Yahweh Shai have plucked up the roots of the proud nations and planted the lowly in their place. Okay? Ecclesiastes 10 and 16, and this is the title of the lesson. The Lord overthrew countries of the heathen. Okay? The Lord, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, overthrew countries of the heathen and destroyed them to the foundation of the earth. Okay, all praise and glory to our King, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Giving all praise, glory, and honor to his Holy Father, Yahweh, B'Sheva Mashiach, Yahweh Shai, B'Shem Kakadai, through the Holy Spirit. Beautiful precept. 13 again, for the pride is the beginning of sin. He that habit shall pour out abomination. Therefore Yahweh Shai brought up them strange calamities and overthrew them utterly. Yahweh Shai has cast down the thrones of proud prince and set up the meek in their stead. Verse 15, Yahweh Shai hath plucked up the roots of the proud nations and planted the lowly in their place. Verse 16, Yahweh Shai overthrew countries of the heathens and destroyed them to the foundations of the earth. Point blank period. That's what's coming here, the King of Kings. Okay, verse 17, he took some their way. Salakia, he took some of them away and destroyed them and have made them memorial to cease from the earth. Okay, he took some of them away and destroyed them, and we know it's the tares. Okay, let's see if I have this queued up. Salakia, the spirit's pulling me the wrong way. Yeah, I'm gonna bring this out. Let's go to Matthew 13 and start reading from the 37th verse. And it reads, and he answered and said unto them, he that soweth is the good seed. He that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man. Salakia. He that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man. Okay? His people, his children. Matthew 13 and 38. The field is the world. When you see the word field, it's talking about the world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom, the Israelites. But the tares are the children of the wicked one. They're the worldly children, okay, of the devil. And that's not me just saying it. We're going to get it right here, Matthew 13 and 39. The enemy that sold them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world. When you see the word harvest, you know it's talking about the end of this world. The reapers are the angels, okay, sent by Yahweh Shai HaMashiach to do what? Let's get it. Matthew 13 and 40. As therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire, so shall it be in the end of this world. Okay? Let's go back to the lesson. Put it in context. He took some of them away and destroyed them and made their memorial to cease from the earth. Okay? Let's get it back to the book of Matthew. As therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire, so shall it be in the end of this world. The wick is going to burn here under thermonuclear destruction from the ICB missiles, modern day arrows, pursuant to Jeremiah 50, that I started the downfall of Babylon and to be destroyed. Okay? I'm just reading the Bible, folks. Just reading the Bible. Back to the lesson. Ecclesiasticus 10 and 18. Pride was not made for men, nor furious anger for them that are born of a woman. Verse 19, Ecclesiasticus 10 and 19. They that fear Yahweh Shai are a sure seed, and they that love him an honorable plant. They that regard not the law are a dishonorable seed. And that's talking to you Israelites, because the heathens were not given the laws. Okay? They that fear Yahweh Shai are a sure seed, and they that love him an honorable plant. They that regard not the law are a dishonorable seed, and they that transgress the commandments are a deceivable seed. Okay? Point blank period. I already read it in the book of Matthew. The children of the kingdom and the children of the devil. Okay? Point blank period. So who is the dishonorable seed? The worldly people. They that transgress the commandments are deceivable seed. For you Israelites, you're 2/3 Israelites that don't want to come back to the law, statute, commandments, to the Most High, you're going to feel the wrath of the Father. Point blank period. Verse 20, amongst brethren, he that is chief is honorable. So are they that fear Yahweh Shai in his eyes. Okay, verse 21, the fear of Yahweh Shai goeth before the obtaining of authority. But roughness and pride is the losing thereof. Okay? Ecclesiasticus 10 and 22. Whether he be rich, noble, or poor, their glory is the fear of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, who this rightly called Jesus the Christ. Okay? We know he's a Hebrew Israelite. Okay? Ecclesiastes 10 and 23, it is not meet to despise the poor man that have understanding, neither is it convenient to magnify a sinful man. Beautiful precept. It is not meet. When you look up that word meet, it is not right to despise the poor man that have understanding, neither is it convenient to magnify a sinful man. 24, great men and judges, potentate shall be honored, yet is there none of them greater than he that feareth Yahweh Shai. His men, his 144,000 kings and priests, walking this earth, preaching this gospel. Okay? Point blank period. Unto the servant, verse 25, unto the servant that is wise shall they that are free do service, and he that hath knowledge will not grudge when he is reformed, reborn, because you have to be born again into this truth. Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Holy Bible. Verse 26, be not over wise in doing thy business, and boast not thyself in the times of thy distress. Okay, all the glory and honor goes to the Most High and the King, who empowers us to do what we do, bringing up this truth. Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Holy Bible. Like I said, let the Most High be true and every man a liar. I don't believe no man, woman, and child walking this earth. It's thus saith the Lord. Period. Period. Verse 27, better is he that laboreth and aboundeth in all things than he that boasteth himself and wanteth bread. Okay, better is he that laboreth and aboundeth in all things than he that boasteth himself and wanteth bread. Okay, for the greed of money, for the filthy lucre. Okay, verse 28, my son, glorify thy soul in meekness and give it honor according to the dignity thereof. Verse 29, who will justify him that sinneth against his own soul? And who will honor him that dishonoreth his own life? Beautiful precept. Who will justify him that sinneth against his own soul? And who will honor him that dishonoreth his own life? You need to come back to the law, statute, commandments. Okay, this is the new government coming on earth. What if some do not believe it? That's going to stop the judgment of the Most High? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay. Verse 28, my son, glorify thy soul in meekness and give it honor according to the dignity thereof. Verse 29, who will justify him that sinneth against his own soul, and who will honor him that dishonoreth his own life? Verse 30, the poor man is honored for his skill, the rich man is honored for his riches. He that is honoreth in poverty, how much more in riches? And he that dishonoreth is dishonorable in riches, how much more in poverty? Okay? Listen, this world don't understand to have this truth of the Most High God and to what's coming here on earth. This world's in darkness, and that's why there's only 144,000 priests and kings of the Most High preaching his gospel. Point blank, period. For the ones that have eyes to see and ears to hear, this world's in darkness and they're all blind. Point blank, period. Let's bring out a couple of precepts. Let's talk about what? What are we going to talk about? Let's talk about Daniel 7 and 18, like I mentioned. And it reads, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. That $1,000, the 1,000 years reigning with the king, that's why it's forever and forever. Okay, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. Okay, let's bring this out. Let's prove the people of the world. Let's call them for what they are. The prayer of Isaiah 1 and 9. And thou deliverest us into the hands of the lawless enemies, most hateful forsakers of the Most High, and to an unjust king and the most wicked in all the world. Azariah 1 and 9 out of the Apocrypha. And thou didst deliver us into the hand of lawless enemies. They're lawless of their own laws and definitely of the laws of the Most High. Most hateful forsakers of the Most High. That's why this world hates the Heavenly Father. Okay, that's why he's casting his judgment through his storms, his whirlwinds, as they call them here, tornadoes and hurricanes, and that's all the Father. That's all the Father. And to an unjust king and the most wicked in all the world. That's just talking about these other, this wicked government. Let's talk about when the righteous, Proverbs 29 and verse 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Can't you see this world is mourning? Babylon is falling right in front of your eyes, and nobody wants to see it. The economy, everything is just crashing, giving all praise and glory to Abanawa Yahweh, Bashim Masiak, Yahweh Shai, Bashim, Rukakadat, bringing judgment, righteous judgment against this wicked nation. Okay? Point blank, period. Bring out a couple of more precepts. Let's see what the Messiah said he's coming with. Let's get it. Isaiah 66 and 15. And it reads, for behold, Yahweh will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. Okay? A human barbecue is what's coming here. Like I like to say, all these people are walking charcoal to what's coming here. Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Holy Bible. Okay? Isaiah 66 and 16. For by fire and by his sword will Yahweh plead with all flesh, and the slain of Yahweh shall be many. Okay? Hey, I'm just reading the Bible. Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Holy Bible. I hope this is edifying Yasharala. The King of Kings is coming to claim this world. Point blank, period. Let me bring out one more precept. Salakia. Let's bring it out through the Spirit. Luke 19:27, and it reads, but those my enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring them hither and slay them before me. What does the king says? But those my enemies, those that are not with him, are against him, which would not that I should reign over them, bring them hither and slay them before me.